Hypixel Bedwars has been the biggest PvP game mode on Minecraft ever since it was first implemented as part of the prototype lobby in 2017. Over the years, you have seen many different YouTubers try their hand at Bedwars. Technoblade, TimeDeo, Gamerboy80, The Phone, Wallibear, Purpled, and hundreds of others have become huge YouTubers and streamers off of Bedwars. However, what is interesting about Bedwars is that a lot of the biggest YouTubers are actually very skilled at the game, or at least very competitive. Compare this to a game like Pokemon, where very few competitive players actually become big YouTubers. Because the Hypixel Bedwars community is filled with competitive and sweaty YouTubers, this raises a question. Who is the best Hypixel Bedwars YouTuber? It would be easy to just say Hannahxrose, because if you go to the Hypixel Bedwars lobby, he's usually the only YouTuber rank on the leaderboards. However, the leaderboards on the lobby only show things like most final kills and most wins, which are more of a sign of how much someone plays and not their actual skill. So instead, today I'll be ranking 100 Hypixel Bedwars YouTubers based on slightly more accurate signs of skill, such as their kill-death ratio and win-loss ratio. Before I begin, I just want to clarify a few things. First is that I am only looking at YouTubers and Twitch streamers in this video. I did this so that you viewers would actually recognize the people I'm talking about. But just remember that this video is not necessarily finding the best Bedwars player, and just the best Bedwars YouTuber. Second, I only included 100 YouTubers and streamers in this video, and I am not going to name all of them. I apologize if your favorite YouTuber is not here. If you are wondering how I chose my list, I just came up with a bunch of YouTubers out of the top of my head, with the only requirement being that the creator had to be level 10 or higher. I also included everyone with YouTube rank on the Bedwars leaderboards in an attempt to get the most notable players. Third, this video will only be taking into account statistics and nothing else, and obviously statistics are not everything. For example, a player named Carp currently has the highest win-lose ratio in all of Hypixel duels. However, he still has 103 losses. He has just not been beaten a few times, he has been beaten a lot, so take everything I say in this video with a grain of salt. Lastly, all my data was achieved by looking up each player's stats in the Plank.io leaderboard. I did all my research on July 29th, 2021, so if you look up a YouTuber's Bedwars stats now, they will probably be slightly different. I also compiled all the data into a spreadsheet, which I have linked in the description if you want to follow along. Now, let's get into what I am actually looking for. I included 11 different categories in my spreadsheet. I included these categories for either one of three reasons. Things like overall normal kills and overall normal deaths, I included just in case you want to double check Plank.io's math. Next, there's Bedwars level and overall beds broken. I include these two categories as a way to see how much each YouTuber plays, which is kind of important. For example, a player with a kill-death ratio of 20:1 is a lot more impressive for someone who is level 200 than someone who is level 12. Lastly, there are three things I'm actually looking for, which is the normal kill-death ratio, the final kill-death ratio, and the win-lose ratio. I believe these are the three most important categories, as they show how consistently good or bad a player is. Whichever YouTuber ranks the highest in these three categories should theoretically be the best Hypixel Bedwars YouTuber. Before I get into those three categories, I will first go over the Hypixel level category, because I bet a lot of people clicked on this video expecting to see that. Just click on the time on screen if you want to get straight into the stuff I think actually matters. Out of all 100 YouTubers I tested, 55 of them had a level of over 100, 35 of them had a level of over 200, and 9 of them had a level of over 1000. The average level of all 100 YouTubers was 301. However, the median, which is the YouTuber who had the 50th highest level, was Tommy Innit, who had a level of 118. I believe the average got skewed upward due to those 9 YouTubers who had a level of over 1000. As for the top 10 YouTubers in this category, we had the XQII at number 10, then Vixen, then Luvonox, Lycia, IAIM, Lugla, The Phone, Sammy Green, Gamerboy80, and of course, Hannahxrose. If you're interested in who had the lowest Bedwars level, that would be streamer from Argentina spreedsheet, who I included as he was the former world record holder of the fastest 3v3v3v3 Hypixel Bedwars win. Next, I'll go over the normal kills per normal death stats. The average normal kill death ratio is 1.37, and the median is 1.21, so there's not a huge difference there. Surprisingly, only 69 out of the 100 YouTubers I tested had a ratio of over exactly 1 normal kill per normal death. 25 YouTubers had a ratio of over 1.5, and 12 had a ratio of over 2. Now, before I tell you the top 10 YouTubers in this category, I want you to think in your head who some of these YouTubers are. Do you have some guesses? Because I guarantee you they are not in the top 10. In the top 10, you have Acidic Blitz, then Tabor, and SweatGod, Official Delta, Calvin, ByBoyQG, Stimpy, Lego Maestro, Just Verb, and last but not least, Crabman Jones. Even more surprising, some of the bottom players in this category are actually leaderboard players. Bombies, Bedless Noob, OOTess, Lashia, TimeDeo, Guru Studios, and Heimu are the bottom 7. Now, why are a bunch of Bedwars Swits at the bottom, while a bunch of ex-Badline players at the top? I thought of one theory that is probably true. My first theory is the playstyle. A lot of top Bedwars players try to get through games as fast as they can. I am sure we have all seen someone like TimeDeo or Bombi speedbridge over to another base and break their bed within a minute. When you do this playstyle, one of two things will happen. Either you will fail, resulting in a normal death, or you'll successfully take their bed and get a few final kills. Maybe you also nab a normal kill here and there, but a lot of times you do not have to kill a player to get their bed, especially in solos. We are doing this strategy over and over again for months. Over time, your normal kill to normal death ratio will plummet, because you're not getting a lot of normal kills, while still receiving some normal deaths. Compare this to the ex-Badline players who are in the top 10. These guys are all great PvPers, but also betting they do not really know how to play Bedwars efficiently. So, they just go around the map killing people, and may be hard for them to actually take out a bed. Another factor could be playtime. Everyone in the top 10 has a Bedwars level of under 100 except for Delta, but even he only has a level of 104. Crabman Jones, the number 1 player in this category, has a level of only 13. It is possible that, as you play more and more, your normal kill death ratio goes down naturally. Now, I'll go over the final kills per final death stat. The average final kill death ratio is 11.11, but the median final kills per death is 3.54. 80 of the 100 YouTubers had a ratio of over 2, 36 of them had a ratio of over 5, and only 18 of them had a ratio of over 11.11, the mean. Considering that only 20% of the YouTubers actually had a ratio over the mean, I think that the median is the more accurate number for what the expected final kill death ratio should be. Anyway, the top 10 is a lot more predictable this time around. Number 10 is Manhall, then Vixen, then Heimu, Luvonox, Lugla, Gamerboy80, Dogcat What, Technoblade, The Phone, and Bombies, had an incredible ratio of 254 final kills per final death. To put that into perspective, considering you can only get a maximum of 7 final kills per solo Bedwars game, Bombies would have to play at least 36 solo Bedwars games before she would have lost a match, at least statistically. If you want to know who is at the bottom, the lowest 5 are Bad Boy Halo, Connor Pugs, Lolitz Alex, Official Delta, and Aimsy. Finally, we have the stats for win-lose ratio. The average win-lose ratio is 3.39, but the median ratio is only 0.95. This means that over half the YouTubers I looked at have more losses than wins. Anyway, 45 players have a win-loss ratio of over 1, 22 players have a win-loss ratio of over 2, and 11 players have a win-loss ratio of over 5. The top 10 in this category are TimeDeo, then Lugla, then Vixen, Luvonox, Gamerboy80, Heimu, Technoblade, Dogcat What, The Phone, and Bombies, who is number 1 again with a ratio of 101.71 wins per loss, almost 3 times that of The Phone. And if you want to know what YouTubers have alive, also known as the YouTubers with the lowest ratio, that would be Krinios, McBirkin, Official Delta, Spifey, Lolitz Alex, and Aimsy. Now that I have collected all the data, we can finally see who the statistically best Hypixel Bedwars player is. The way I see it, there are 2 right answers to this question. The easy answer would be Bombies. She has the highest win-lose ratio and the highest final kills per death ratio, and she is the highest by a huge margin. She has over 100 more final kills and 65 more wins on average in the second place The Phone. So if you want to say Bombies is the statistically best Hypixel Bedwars YouTuber, then go on ahead. However, there was a third statistic I took into consideration, normal kills per normal death. And you may remember that I said Bombies did absolutely terrible in this category, placing 94th out of 100. In fact, you may also remember that most of the other players you'd expect to be top tiers did terribly as well, with only The Phone and Vixen being able to place in the top half. So if you include this third statistic, who is the best Bedwars YouTuber? It is none other than Fortnite Death Run YouTuber Acidic Blitz. Acidic Blitz has the 10th highest normal kills per death ratio, 12th highest final kills per death ratio, and 13th highest wins per loss ratio. This makes Acidic Blitz the statistically best Hypixel Bedwars YouTuber. Obviously, take this with a grain of salt. Acidic Blitz only has a Bedwars level of 59, and while that could be worse, it was not even in the top half of YouTubers I researched. Plus, There are a lot of YouTubers I did not look up due to time restraints. What did we learn today? Well, Bombies is probably the best Hypixel Bedwars YouTuber, but technically, Acidic Bloods is statistically the best Hypixel Bedwars YouTuber. This piece of trivia is in no way important and probably not even that interesting, but I suppose you could probably annoy some 800-star tryhards with this knowledge. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe, and comment down below if you want to see more videos like this one. If I get enough comments, I'll make a video trying to find the best Hypixel Skywars YouTuber, so let me know if you're interested in that topic. That's it for this video. I will see you in the next one.